What's up, witches? It's the Zen Witch with another unboxing. Today we are looking at Mo. Hey, Mo. Sorry, I can't help it. This is different. This is going to be out from left field, different from any other divination tool that I have. This is the Tibetan Divination System by J. Goldberg and Doya Nardin, text by Mipham, forward by His Holiness Sakya Trizin, complete with book, Tibetan dice, and 36 Mo cards. This is published by Snow Lion, which is a Buddhist publishing company. And I need to repair my box, I see. Mo Tibetan Divination System. In Tibet, the use of the Mo predictive technique has been heavily relied upon throughout the centuries to forecast the outcome of events, undertakings, and relationships. This clear and simple method uses a Tibetan dice which is rolled 2 times to determine 36 possible answers. These are presented as beautifully illustrated cards and extensively described in the accompanying text. This system, compiled by the great master Jamgon Mipham from the sacred tantras expounded by the Buddha, obtains its authority from the spiritual power and wisdom of Manjushri, the bodhisattva who embodies the transcendental knowledge of all the Buddhas. Text translated and edited by J. Goldberg, illustrations by Doya Nardin, contains 120-page Mo manual, 1 Tibetan die, 36 full-color Mo cards, 1 Manjushri card with instructions for easy use of the Mo. And this, the Acorn Grows store that used to be in on North Main Street in Akron. It was such a wonderful place. I got so many great things from there, and this is one of them. We've got some Tibetan characters down the sides. So we have a full-size book. We have the die, and the die has Sanskrit characters on it. D, that is the character D. Pa, Ra, Na, Tsa. Okay, wait. Tsa, D. Then we have Ra, Na, A, Pa. A, Ra, Pa, Cha, Na, D. Amarapachanadi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Pa. Oh, you'll know why I'm doing this in just a minute. Arapachanadi. Yes. Arapachanadi are the syllables. And it is Manjushri's mantra. Omarapachanadi Soha. Okay, so you've got the little box that holds things. And we have a Manjushri card. Mo Tibetan Divination System. Condensed instructions for using the Mo. Visualize Manjushri thinking that he is blessing the dice with which you are going to make the prediction and recite the following verse. You know what? I'm going to save that until we do. So we don't do it twice. But there's Manjushri. He has a flaming sword. That sword cuts through illusion. So he comes through and whacka, cuts through the illusions of mind. He cuts through our perceptions and our stories, and that flaming sword just slices through and brings clarity. Now, these, I'm sure, are not in order, but that's okay. So we have Tsa-Pa, empty of intelligence. So the meanings are on the backs of the cards. If Tsa-Pa appears, then thoughts are empty, just as the wind moves through an empty valley. So one assumes that these 6 syllables, and let's do that so we know what we're looking at. All right. This is copyright 1990. Okay, Mantra of Manjushri, the introduction. Now, I mentioned this in another video, probably about Buddhism. there is a documentary called The Unmistaken Child, and it is about a tulku, which is a reincarnated lama that they went to search for. And I want to tell you, the Tibetans know magic, and they call it magic too. When they talk about, their religion and the things they're doing, they talk about magic. These people are masters of energy work. The lamas are adepts. They are high ascended adepts. They're incredible. Just watch that movie. At one point, they're trying to decide where to start looking for this tulku, and somebody does this divination system, astrology and stuff, and I betcha this is part of it. Okay. Great variety of methods have been used to extract omens for the future. The use of dice, as presented in this book, is only one of those methods, coming down to us from ancient times. The various predictive techniques which employ the use of dice are related to different deities within the tantric tradition. Generally, the protectors of the Dharma are the type of deity most relied upon. In this specific case, however, it is the great bodhisattva of wisdom, Manjushri, whose blessings and advice are sought in order to ascertain an answer for one's problems or inquiry. Since Manjushri is recognized as the embodiment of the wisdom of all the Buddhas of the past, present, and future, people have been confident over the centuries that he would properly guide them through the vicissitudes of worldly existence and lead them through his transcendent wisdom to accept what was most beneficial and to abandon all that would be of harm. Furthermore, they trusted that his guidance would eventually lead them to the state of ultimate peace and enlightenment. Based upon the Kalachakra Tantra, with supplementary explanations from the Ocean of Dakinis and other texts, the method, Omarapachanadi, but I'm looking for what each of those syllables stands for. D. Okay, if D appears first. Supplementary interpretive. Okay. Interesting. In regards to various types of activities, Pa is for activities of peace or purification. In regards to elements, Pa is water. In the body, Pa represents the tongue. In the senses, Pa represents taste. To inner parts of the body, Pa represents the kidneys, the organ which holds urine and reproductive organs. Spheres of the world, Na and Pa represent earth. Pa is female. Pa is south. White, circle, jewel race of the Ratnasambhava. So, there's a lot of Buddhist teachings here. The answers. Each answer of this prediction system is divided into several parts. The answer is given, the name of the answer is given. The lead paragraph explains the name using metaphors and symbols, while the next one, the answer, characterizes the answer often by quoting some source in order to show the general trend of the answer. There are 11 main categories: family, property, and life, intentions and aims, friends and wealth, enemies, guests, illness, evil spirits, spiritual practice, lost article, will they come and will the task be accomplished, and all remaining matters. So you get answers in categories. All right. Now, see elements. So A is empty space, Ra is fire, Pa is water, Tsa is air, Na is earth, and D is transcendental wisdom. Okay, so we have the umbrella. You're going to see some symbols that are prominent in Tibetan Buddhism. The umbrella is one. This is Tsa'a, the white umbrella of good fortune. This is treasury of jewels. There's a pagoda, so you see jewels. Ooh, look at that. The flaming rays of the sun. Ra, I think was air. No, Tsa was air. Anyway, space. Stainless sky, the stainless sky. And then we have, pagoda and silks. This is the house of good tidings. And endless knot, the endless auspicious knot. There's a butter lamp, the bright lamp. Look at the eye. I don't know why they do the eye sideways like that. Ra-di, the door of auspicious visions. The vase of nectar. Ya. The demon of the heavenly sun. Mara. Mountain and clouds, the golden mountain. Conch shell is another very prevalent symbol, the white conch. This is the dorje, I believe. The tone of the Vajra. The Vajra. That, the jeweled banner of victory. So banner is another symbol, the ocean of nectar. The ground of gold. The bright star. The golden wheel. The great fiery weapon. The demon of death. Nectar rays of the moon. The scattered mountain of sand. The pool without a source of water. The streamer of fame. The golden female fish. Manjushri appears. Look at him. Yeah. The demon of afflictions. The king of power. Sorry, I'm not showing you these images closer. Come on. There we go. This is adding butter to the burning flames. Wow. It says horse-headed deity. It doesn't look like a horse. Then we have the dried up tree. The tree that is not wet. We have the overflowing jeweled vessel of offering. This is the nectar-like medicine. The Mara demon of aggregates. The golden lotus. The mansion of gold. And then we're back to empty of intelligence. All right. So now we just got to decide what we're asking about. Okay, let's see. The method. Before making a divination, it is recommended that you perform a few preliminary meditations. First of all, imagine that the great bodhisattva of wisdom, Manjushri, is in the sky in front of you. This is how deity yoga starts with Tibetan Buddhism and meditation. His body is yellow with one face and two hands. Now, you've heard me talk about Tara and how every attribute means something, so listen to the details. His right hand holds aloft the flaming sword of wisdom, while his left hand holds at his heart the stem of a blue lotus flower. Now, Tara has the same thing, the same mudra, this, holding the stem of a blue lotus in her left hand. The flower blossoms beside his left ear, and upon it rests a copy of the Book of the Perfection of Wisdom, which is the Prajnaparamita. His 2 feet are crossed in the Vajra position, so with soles up. The Vajra posture, and he appears in the form of a 16-year-old boy. Thinking that he is blessing the dice with which you are going to make the prediction, recite the following verse. So here we go. I'm going to put that there so he can bless it. Om, the magnificent Manjushri, who possesses the eye of transcendental wisdom, which unobstructedly sees all 3 times, please take heed of me. Through the power of the truth of the non-deceiving, interdependently arising 3 jewels and 3 roots, please make clear what should be accepted and what discarded. Now, let's look up the footnotes here. The 3 times is the past, present, and future. The 3 jewels, when we take refuge, is the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. So the Buddha is other people that have gotten enlightened before us, so we know we can do it. The Dharma is the teachings that they've left us, and the Sangha is the community of practitioners, everybody else that's practicing too. Okay. The 3 roots, the Guru, is your teacher. One special meditation deity is the Yidam, and the feminine energies are the Dakinis. So I haven't done any study on these, the Guru, the Yidam, and the Dakinis, but there they are. So the mantra, Om Rapa Chanadi, and the Tsa I'm pronouncing as Cha, Om Rapa Chanadi. This mantra, which is pronounced Om Rapa Chanadi, is one of the principal mantras of Manjushri. Though having no specific translation, the 5 middle syllables Arapachana are said to represent the 5 families of the Buddhas, while the final syllable D represents the wisdom of all the Buddhas. And then there is a longer mantra, which is pronounced Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhawa Hetunte Kentat Tagato Hayawatate Kenchayo Niroda Ewamwadi Mahashramana Soha. May be roughly translated as the Tathagata, which is the Buddha, has explained the origin of those things which arise from a cause, their cessation too he has explained. This is the doctrine of the great sage. This mantra is actually a pith instruction of the Buddha's profound insight into interdependent origination. Okay. So what we do, we've read that verse, asking Manjushri to bless. And then, let me see here. The first, there we go, this is what I was looking for. The first mantra should be recited 3 or 7 times or more if you wish, and the 7th should be recited 1, 3, or 7 times. So we're going to go 7 and 1. Okay. Oma Rapa Chanadi, 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 Oma Rapa Chanadi. Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhawa Hentante Kentata Gato Haye Watet Te Kenchayo Niroda Ewam Wadi Maha Shramana Soha. In conclusion, blow upon the die to endow it with the power of the mantras. Then, keeping in mind your question and also the name of the person for whom you're casting the prediction, if it is not being thrown on your own behalf, cast the dice 2 times and then examine the answer. For example, if the first throw the letter Ra appears in the second D, then you should search for the answer Ra D, which is number 12. Okay. I am casting this for all of us in the world. I want to know just outcomes. How we're going to do moving forward. How are we going? That's na, ah. Na, ah. So then we can look through the index and find na, ah, the Golden Mountain. I'm going to find the card as well. And that's not the Golden Mountain. I think it was Mansion of Gold. Let's see here. Streamer of Fame. Sacred Mountain. Scattered Mountain. Okay, you're in here. I know you're in here. There it is. Gotta be. Yes, the Golden Mountain. There we go. All right. So on the back of the card, if the Golden Mountain appears, then firmness and stability are seen, just as the Golden Mountain reaching high is seen. And I'm going to read through all of these so we get a vibe of how this works. If okay. Just as the Golden Mountain reaching high is seen. That's exactly what I just read on the back. So this little part is what's on the back of the card. The sign of this divination is known as the unchanging auspicious symbol. Family, property, and life, these matters are firm and steady. Intentions and aims, these are excellent and will bring stability to your life in the future. Friends and wealth, the possessions and friends obtained earlier are stable and they will remain due to the power of steadiness. Enemies, there are none whatsoever, and your power is steady. Guests, though they are neither lost nor harmed, they will take a little time to arrive. Illness, there is none. Evil spirits, there are none whatsoever bothering you. Spiritual practice, it is firm and good through strength and steadiness. Lost article, it has not gone into another's hands. The question, will they come and will the task be accomplished? Though there may be a delay of your present project in favor of another, that project which has already been started will meet with a successful outcome. All remaining matters. Generally, all of these are successful. However, any activity involving traveling to another place will encounter some delay. Read the Avatamsaka Sutra and Vinaya Sutras. Rely upon deities of the Vajra family and mother deities of the Destroyer family. I want to know about those. I really want to know about those. Hold Kshitigarbha as your special deity. I've never heard of Kshitigarbha. Your good fortune will increase if you rely upon the mantras of Lokani, Vajravana, and Jambala. Erect images and stupas and perform activities which are steady. Since this prediction is known as holding one's own place and not moving, it represents the excellence of all activities performed on a stable foundation. All right. So, considering the turmoil that the world is in right now, and I am shooting this on election day, so I have no idea where we're at right now. But you know, we obviously know where we're at. This is saying to me that there is such a solid foundation that we can go back to that solid foundation. The word I'm hearing is recoverable, that things are recoverable. And when you see things like there are no enemies, you know, there are no evil spirits whatsoever bothering you, and there are no enemies whatsoever, your power is steady. To me, this puts me into a headspace. So ages ago, there was, I think it was that Witches Among Us documentary. I haven't been able to find it, but this was a documentary like back in the 80s that I had on VHS tape. And it had some of our, you know, early neo-pagan Wiccan elders like Margot Adler. And I don't think Starhawk was in it, but Laurie Cabot and Z Budapest was in this documentary. And Z Budapest is someone that I really look to because she is truly a traditional witch. It didn't get, her family ran and hid during, during the Inquisition. So she does have this unbroken tradition in her family. And she said something about, you know, claiming the goddess, and when she prays to the goddess, and it's like, I am a child of the goddess, I have no enemies. And the idea that just, you know, that I have no enemies, I mean, it is a statement of empowerment. And I'm struggling to put it into words, so I won't. I just want you to think about that, because that's what's occurring to me now. Is just this mindset of I have no enemies. People that I'm, you know, that we've been pitted against, those aren't my enemies. Those are troubled people. Those are wounded, traumatized people that have not taken the first steps even on their path towards enlightenment. But they are not my enemy. They are me. Before my own enlightenment, they are me. And you know what? Did I even make an offering to this deck? I don't think I did. I lit a new charcoal. And I think I'm going to do another one here. So we have this auspicious card coming out. And again, I never plugged my water up after I did my last unboxing, since I'm on a shooting marathon. So I offer fresh water. I also offer salt water. Let's ask again. I don't think we have to go through the whole meditation again, but Manjushri, bless this. Let's ask again. Ask another question. I would like to know specifically in terms of health and the pandemic. Specifically, how we're going to be doing going forward till the end of the year. Let's say to the end of the year. Okay. We have Ra. We have Pa. Ra Pa, the demon of death. Oh my God. Okay. I think it'll be easier to find it this way. So looking at that first card and thinking about the mindset of I have no enemies and just the refusal to engage, the refusal to engage with people that are trying to pick fights and the people that are trying to generate animosity. Let's just not do that. If Ra-Pa, the demon of death, appears, then the symbol is destruction. Just as a spark of fire is extinguished by a small amount of water, so whatever work you engage in is non-virtuous and unsuccessful, since it is clasped by the Lord of Death. The essence of this is that one departs through the outer southern door. Let's go. Page 41. All right. So that doesn't bode well. It says there's a hell of a lot of more death to come. Hell of a lot more death to come. All right. The sign of this divination is known as killing, death, and destruction. Family, property, and life. There is death and great obstacles. To overcome these, clean scriptural texts of dust and dirt. Clean scriptural texts of dust and dirt, and perform a torma-throwing ritual of some wrathful deity. So it's saying to go and clean your texts, clean your spiritual texts, take the dust and dirt away from them. I've talked about cleaning on all levels. When you clean an altar, cleaning on the energetic level as well. And this is what it's saying. Illness. There is a great danger to the ill person. Those with cold diseases or where water has accumulated in the body will have a very difficult time. If you don't recite mantras and perform rituals to the protectors quickly and diligently, then it will be difficult to cure the disease. All right. I want to know what a torma throwing ritual is. Okay. They are figures made mostly of flour and butter used in tantric rituals or as offerings in Tibetan Buddhism. They may be dyed in different colors, often with white or red for the main body of the torma. They're made in specific shapes based on their purpose, usually conical in form, so just like a cone. A very large central shrine torma may be constructed for festivals, though they're typically small and placed directly on a shrine on a plate, mounted on leather, or held in a special base like a skull. All right, variations. Deity tormas are kept on the shrine and represent a particular tantric deity. These tormas vary in complexity from a very simple cone painted white for peaceful deities like Tara and Avalokiteshvara to very complex designs for semi-wrathful deities like Vajra Yogini and Chakrasamvara. Okay, so you can look that up on your own and figure out if you're going to do that or not. But as you see, this is very much inside the Tibetan Buddhist system. And just using this oracle, I'm learning some things. So this is one that's coming out again, particularly because of the answers I've received today. I mean, the first one was kind of a general question of how are we doing? And it's like, we have no enemies. We're human beings together. We have a solid foundation. We have everything we need. We have everything we need to be the best we can possibly be, to grow beyond this, to become enlightened. We have everything we need. So if we can step into that mindset of, I have everything I need, I have no enemies. The world is my friend. The world supports me. That's a foundation to start with. But then going into the winter, death and disease. So time to start doing the offerings and doing your meditation work. Am I harping on this a little bit? Maybe. Doing your meditation work and doing protection spells, calling up the protectors, whether you do it in a Tibetan sense or you do it with your own deities. Just do it. Just do it. Humanity needs every worker working. This planet needs every worker working. Whether you think you're just a baby witch or not, fucking work. Do the work, okay? Wow, I hope you got something out of that. I sure did. I haven't looked at this deck in literally years. And I'm going to be doing lots of, you know me, I don't like the predict the future thing, but am I asking? Yes, I'm asking because I want to know what works and what doesn't. So here we go. All right, you guys, please consider hitting that donation button below because I rely on your donations and I appreciate your donations and they support this work so that I can put all of my time and energy into this channel and its content for you. And I'm giving it all away starting now, folks. Starting at Samhain, I am giving it all away. You can also send me a deck and get a reading from that deck. You can also join my Discord. You can also join my Patreon. I appreciate all of it, and I'm waiting to welcome you with open arms. I can't wait to see you over on Discord for some voice chats and Q&A and really start getting to know some of you personally. I will see you again tomorrow for another unboxing. I will see you tonight. No, I saw you last. I'll see you Wednesday. Fuck this. I'll see you Wednesday. Every Wednesday for a live stream Wednesday night. And comment. I will answer below. I look forward to a conversation with you anywhere, anytime. And let me know what you thought of this tool. Let me know what you thought of Mo. All right, you guys. Take care. I love you. Stay safe. See you again tomorrow. TheZenWitch. Blessed be.